mountain Mount Everest is to have its new official height announced very soon, as Nepal and India are preparing to jointly make the announcement following months of research. Geographers say the height of the goddess of the sky, locally known as Sagarmatha or the Chomolungma, has changed due to the plate tectonic collisions over the last 40 million years. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. World football legend Diego Maradona of Argentina dies at the age of 60. Argentina declares 3 days of mourning. Over 1,900 new COVID-19 cases confirmed in the past 24 hours. 28 more patients succumbed to the virus, taking the national death tally to 1,389. Rampant corruption continues to cripple the nation. Nepal tops the corruption list among 17 Asian countries, according to Transparency International. And US President Donald Trump pardons his former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI. The number of coronavirus cases in the country has reached 226,026 so far, as 1,948 new cases were confirmed yesterday. The death toll has climbed to 1,389 with 28 more deaths. The total number of tests through PCR method has crossed over 1.69 million, with 9,210 swab samples tested in the past 24 hours. The federal capital reported 835 positive cases, with 635 new cases in Kathmandu district, 113 in Lalitpur and 87 in Bhaktapur. 3,140 individuals registered full recovery in the past 24 hours, taking the national recovery tally to 207,998, and the recovery rate has climbed to 92%. There are over 16,000 active cases in the country, with 6,455 corona patients in isolation centers, 10,184 in home isolation and 669 in various quarantine centers. According to the Health Ministry, 63 patients are in ventilators, while 345 are in ICUs across different hospitals in the country. Indian Foreign Secretary Harsh Vardhan Shringla is scheduled to arrive for a state visit to Nepal at 11 a.m. later this morning. Shringla is scheduled to hold meetings with President Bidya Devi Bhandari, Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli and Foreign Minister Pradeep Gewali, among others. Likewise, he will also attend the meeting of the foreign secretaries. Sources say the meeting will discuss on the revised map of Nepal that includes the missing regions of Kalapani, Lipulek and Limpiadhura. The meeting will also discuss on the construction of transmission lines between Nepal and India and the report prepared by the Eminent Persons Group that India has yet to receive. Shringla's visit to Nepal has been seen as an attempt to revive Nepal-India relations. This is the first diplomatic and political event between Nepal and India in almost 1 year. Now, the government has approved to announce the new heights of Mount Everest. The cabinet meeting held yesterday afternoon gave the approval to Minister for Land Management, Cooperatives and Poverty Alleviation, Padma Aryal, to declare the new height of Mount Everest. For the first time, the government had measured the height of Mount Everest from its own resources. It has been understood that the preparation has reached at its final stage to declare the new height after evaluating all the data. The height will be announced jointly by Nepal and China and will be coordinated by the Foreign Ministry. Likewise, the government has postponed the election of the official trade union of civil servants until further notice amid the coronavirus pandemic. The election was scheduled for 12th of December. The government has also decided to promote Joint Secretaries Yogendra Karki, Gokarnamani Duwadi and Suresh Acharya to the post of Secretary. Now, the family of Sanjay Neupane, who had died after being shot by the police during a protest in Bardibas, Mahottari, has signed a 4-point agreement with the police administration. The agreement was signed by Chief of Area Police Bardibas, local government representative and the victim's family. The police have agreed to provide compensations to the family and initiate an impartial investigation into the incident. With the agreement, the prohibitory orders imposed in the Bardibas region since yesterday have been lifted. Locals had staged a protest demanding justice for a 6-year-old girl child from Bardibas who had been raped and subsequently murdered. Nepal has been listed the most corrupt among 17 Asian nations by Transparency International. Based on a study carried out by the organization, political leaders themselves have fended corruption.
A study carried out by Transparency International in 17 Asian countries in the past 12 months has shown that Nepal is the most corrupt country with most corruptions taking place in government offices. According to the report, 50% of the respondents in the survey have said that most of the bodies under the offices of the President and the Prime Minister are corrupt. Likewise, 43% of the lawmakers are also allegedly involved in corruption. Given the scenario, the public have opined that corruption mostly remains in the political stream. According to the study, 43% of the respondents said that government employees do not work without bribes, while 40% opined that officials at the local levels are corrupt. The study concluded that corruption is rampant in the country as political leaderships which are supposed to be tough on corruption have been protecting those involved in embezzlement. Even the police, military officials, judges, and staff at courts have been included in the corruption mechanism. The study also found that anti-corruption watchdogs like the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority have been acting only on junior staff and not bringing senior officials under investigation. In a survey of 20,000 respondents from 17 countries, 84% of the Nepali respondents said that their work would not be completed without paying bribe. Even bank officials and entrepreneurs have been included in the list of corrupt people. On top of that, 13% of the respondents admitted that they had cast votes in elections by taking money. The study has concluded that the political leaderships have not taken adequate initiatives in controlling corruption.
In our Public Voice segment, we've asked the locals in Palpa what is the reason behind division within political parties. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
Supreme power बन्न खोज्दाखेरि यो गुटको राजनीति मौलाएको
केही वैदेशिक शक्तिहरूले नेपालमा दलहरू बलिया भए भने आफूले चाहे जस्तो गतिविधि गर्न नपाइने हुनाले उनीहरूले पनि दलहरू भित्र गुट उपगुट सिर्जनाहरू गरिरहेका छन्।
नेपाल र नेपालीको लागि सोचेको भए यस्ता गुट उपगुटहरू आउने थिएनन्।
राष्ट्रिय एकतालाई अगाडि बढाउने सन्दर्भमा गुट उपगुटमा लागेर आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत स्वार्थमा लागेको कारणले गर्दा देशको विकासलाई असर गरेको छ।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, who should be blamed the most for the efforts in controlling corruption not being effective? Your options are A, political leadership, B, bureaucracy, and C, monitoring body. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.